What's going on, guys? I want to make a quick video of an 8-mix build for the warehouse here. I'll start right with the beds real quick. Put 3 over here. Same thing on the other side. Then you're going to put 2 on the outside and then 2 sideways in the middle here. And then your bed, you could put your bed up here if you want. I just like mine down here so it's easier to save, get through the night. Then we'll start with the shelves. We're going to go 4 on this side. This is going to be where you fill your first or second part of the product. Same thing on this side, so that'll be where you fill your 8 products. And then I do 2 centered as a spacer, and the third one's going to be where your product goes. That's going to be your output for the product. And then you're going to put 4 stacks like this, which would be behind the mixing stations where they get filled, and then 1 to cap that side off, just like that. Those boxes are done. Then we're going to put 2 right here. Oh, not the medium one. 2 large ones right here. The medium one's going to go over here in this corner. This will be for where the packaging stations go, so you can package up some product. Then we're going to put 4 back here, just like this. And this will be, this builds, I'm using 3 botanists, so 18 planners and 6 drying racks. That's the setup I'm going to use. So for each botanist, they'll have 2 shelves. They'll feed from this shelf, and then packager will load this shelf to this shelf. So there'll always be 2 shelves of materials for them to use. So you just do the 4 on the one side, same thing on the other. You only need technically 6, but I like it symmetrical. So these 2 will just be like extra storage boxes, or those 2 on the other side here. These 2 could be extra storage. You only need 6 for the botanist. Let me go get some more stuff. And then you'll just start right from the end of the shelf, and it'll be 10 across the back, right to the other shelf. And then the 8 will go right here. Then your drying racks will go just like this. 3 on that side, 3 on this side. Still get through there pretty nice. And then our 8 mixing stations are going to go just like so. Like I said, the packaging station will go right here. You're going to be the only one using the packaging station. They're going to use the press, so as the product comes out, it'll go into the press. The press, they'll put it on this shelf right here, so all your bricks will go right there. And then your cauldron's going to go there just like that, and like that. And then your 2 oh, what did I do? Put the oven up there? Yep. And then your 2 ovens just like that. And that's it. That's the whole build. So you get your 4 shelves there, your gardening all back here, then your cauldrons, and then it'll go right into the mixing stations and go right up the line, and then go right around and come back down this way. Now you could, as it comes up that side, you could make it come back this side, so it's a closer route, but still the same walking distance, because they'll have to take the product from this station and bring it all the way back to this one. So I just loop it around and finish. It starts on this one, and it'll finish on this one, and then they'll bring it right to the brick press, and then output on this shelf here. And I'll set up the guys too, so you can see how I do that. We're going to go with 3 chemists, 3 botanists, and 4 packagers. So let's get the chemist going first. Now, a lot of people recommend doing every other one for the chemist, so there's not as much downtime. But with this setup, how they're back to back, for them to walk from this one all the way around to like this one, say, that's more walking. It's more efficient with the back-to-back setups to go in line. Have one just do these 4 like this, and then you'll have the other guy do the other 4. If they're face to face now, like if there was an aisle down the middle and they're all like the 4 are here and then the other 4 mixing stations were here facing these ones, it'd be more efficient to do it every other one. But for them to walk around, it's just not efficient. Those 4 and then another bed. And then the last chemist will do the 2 ovens and the 2 cauldrons. Now I'll move on to the botanist. And I'll set these back ones on each side as 2 storage racks. And then they'll get 6 pots and 2 drying racks each. That'll be the supply one for the 3rd guy. Oh, I didn't do the drying racks on the 2nd guy. Alright. Then we'll set the planters and the drying racks up. Now I'm going to be using fertilizer. You don't have to. I'm going to go 3 to each. Oh, I think I just... Yep, I did. Let me start from this side. 3 to that one. And set these 3 drying racks to output to this cauldron, and these 3 to output to this one. And I might as well set this up, output to this one, same thing with this one, output to that one. And I'm going to set it up, you could set these up to directly input into the mixing station here. I like to set it up so there's a buffer shelf in between, because then you could put whatever product you want on this shelf. Like if you're mixing something else at another place, you could put it here and they'll take it out of here and run it through the 8 mix. So it doesn't just directly output, this shelf will feed that. And then we'll go around here and just set them all to go to the next one. And this one will go to the one behind it. And then it goes back down this line. And then this one will output to the brick press. And the brick press will output to this shelf right here. And then the packagers. So how I like to do it is I'll have I'll set them up all up to 4 shelves each, and then they'll each have a 5th job to do. So set them all to the first 4 product shelves, and then just set the 2s to the first 4 mixing stations. Then this guy I'll set to feed this shelf to this mixing station. So he'll work this side and then the feed. And get your next guy. And I'll finish that side off. So this will be mix 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 2 boxes are going to be these boxes that are feeding the mixing station. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then his 5th job will be to feed this shelf right here to the botanist shelf right there. And then the 3rd packager. Oops, I did it again. Now we'll go to the other side. Now this one's working backwards, so so this is the 5th ingredient right here. And 6, 7, 8, and then come down to the mixing stations, like so. And then this guy will feed the 2nd botanist, that shelf to that shelf. And might as well make this guy the mixing packaging guy too. Alright, and then the last one. And then these ones, this guy will feed these shelves to the other ones. So this will be 5, 6, 7, 8 products. So 5, 6, 7, 8. and then 5, 6, 7, 8, and then his job will be to feed this shelf to the third botanist shelf, which is right there. I believe I said that one. Let me just double check. Yeah, yep. Yeah, so that'll be the botanist shelf, that's the other botanist shelf, and that's the botanist shelf, and the ones just next to them feed that shelf. And that's it. That's the whole build. So, I mean, it'll probably make output probably about 8 bricks a day. Once it gets going, the first day or two, will be just pretty much growing. So it'll be at a stand. So the first day, when you turn it on right now, you could pretty much just turn on the botanist right here. Just put a little bit in each of their beds the first day, and then the second day you could probably turn on the chemist, because the cauldrons will probably start getting material in them. Or the chemists and the packagers, I'm sorry. Now you could, a lot of people do, they'll only run 2 botanists here. If you do that, you could just make these lines shorter. You could still run the same layout, and then just take this end one away and put a trash can either right here where that's at, or one over on each side, and then hire a janitor, and he'll clean up the mess from here, the cauldrons and all the packaging back here. But I seem to feel like when you run 2 botanists, that the cocoa leaves are the bottleneck right now with the 18 planters and 6 drying racks. The bottlenecks are the ovens and the cauldrons. So unless you run more ovens and cauldrons, that'll be your bottleneck. But still, it's about, like I said, about 6 to 8 brick a day. So, I mean, that should be enough to keep you in business. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.